All right, so somebody sent me this tweet on IG of Shakur Stevenson. Now, it could be real, it could be fake. I personally couldn't find this tweet, but I looked for it myself. But we're gonna go off the premises that this is an authentic tweet that Shakur Stevenson put out there. And as you can see, he's talking about speaking to a boxer who basically told him that he's not gonna do nothing but take easy fights, fight bums, and take money fights. And it's no secret who he's talking about. He's talking about Gervonta Tank Davis, especially since they've been going back and forth on Twitter. And also, they got this text message exchange floating around out there. And this is the text message between Tank and Shakur Stevenson. So once you put two and two together, it's not hard to tell who he's talking about. Now, is it shocking that Gervonta Tank Davis said what he said? No, it's not. But we could raise a myriad of questions with this whole scenario right here. And the easiest one to pick off would be, well, if you're not trying to fight the best and you're only interested in money fights and fighting whoever PBC puts in front of you, then I don't understand the problem that he's having over there at PBC. Just like I said in my last video, unless you're leaving PBC to go pursue bigger challenges, there's no point of you trying to leave or pretending like you're trying to leave or having a problem with where you're at, other than a personal thing between Floyd. And that's what just lets you know that it's personal. But the other thing is, you can't help but to reflect back on Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence. You can't help but to do that. Why? Because once again, look at the roster of the fighter that said this. Look at the umbrella he's under. He's under PBC. So is it shocking he said something like this? No. But doesn't this reflect what you see in Jamal Charlo? Doesn't this reflect what you were seeing in Deontay Wilder's career? Does this reflect what you see what's going on with Errol Spence? You should start to see a pattern now. And the point is, when it comes to making fights with these guys, you know, it's no mystery that it's hard to do and that they're very reluctant to make the big fights. So when you look back on somebody like Terrence Crawford, who said that he did all that he could, I mean, don't just on the ground of the history of people who fight off this promotional company, don't just off the grounds of that, he deserves the benefit of the doubt at least. I mean, at least. This is a constant pattern that you can't ignore. You can't ignore it because Jamal was built the same way. He just don't got the star power that Tank got. Now, I've already mentioned how I understand that people want to see Tank fight the best, and so do I. But at the same time, I understand how we just totally ignore the fact that Pitbull Cruz has ducked Shakur Stevenson. That's another angle you can take off this. And this just goes back to the reason why these fighters don't be interested in giving you these good fights, because they know at the end of the day, it don't count. And that's where double standard and fanboy, once again, like I always say, will come back and bite you in the ass. You can't have somebody like Pitbull Cruz out here ducking 100 miles an hour and being very meek, quiet on it and don't say nothing, but yet at the same time demand that of Gervonta Tank Davis. What incentive does he have if you're not going to give him credit? So if you didn't understand that, you're going to understand this very clear. Devin Haney and Gervonta Davis are polar opposite when it comes to viewing them as pursuing the best and, you know, trying to be great. You have Devin Haney on one end, who's an undisputed champion, going around here calling out Teofimo Lopez, tracking him down, going to Lomachenko's fight. And this is the undisputed champion. People are supposed to be pursuing him. And he's going out there chasing the challengers, right? And then you have Gervonta Tank Davis, who people say, you know, he do whatever he do. This is the thing. Why are both them perceived the same way in the eyes of the boxing public? Meaning, do they treat Devin Haney like he's an undisputed champion? No, they do not. And look what he has done. He has done the same thing. He has done the very thing in which we are demanding Tank Davis to do. But yet you got an undisputed champion who can't get no respect. Who can't get no respect. They said he was going to duck Lomachenko, but Lomachenko gave up his belt to him. And all of a sudden he become undisputed. And then he's the one that's going to duck Lomachenko. Just look at the narratives. Nothing but disrespect. And he went about it how we want Tank to pursue it. So what incentive that his promotional team got to do the same thing that Devin Haney is doing when Devin Haney has done it and he don't get no more respect than Gervonta Tank Davis do? Does that make sense? None at all. So this is where double standard, being biased, and fanboying fuck up the sport. So no, I wouldn't have no incentive. Like, yeah, we can go ahead and put him in there with the best. What you gonna do? Give him credit? Hell no. Because you got an example right over here with Devin Haney, and he gets no respect as an undisputed champion. So with Tank and his team looking at that, why they gonna listen to y'all? They not. They gonna keep doing what they doing at the end of the day. But like I said, if you hold everybody to the same standard, can't nobody hide. But that's just my opinion. But back to the whole ducking and taking easy fights and all that stuff, you shouldn't be surprised. Okay, look what promotional team is coming from. It's very simple. And at the end of the day, all those people talking shit about Crawford ducking and this, and that, they don't believe that because they know how PBC get down. So they ain't doing nothing but putting on a show. Blaming Bud, they putting on a show. They know they don't believe that. They know in their heart of their hearts that they don't believe that. They know what's up. It's just that some of these fans just like to keep up bullshit. They're not even fans of the sport, but they're fans of the back and forth. You know what I'm saying? They create dumbass beefs over boxing, but don't support boxing. This is why Al Heyman don't got no faith in Errol Spence fan base, because Errol Spence fan base don't transfer over into real boxing revenue. They call them fire stick burner fans. That's what I'm calling them. Fire stick burner fans. And hell, you can't blame them because even EJ himself is fire sticking it up. And this is the crazy thing. Errol Spence got money. He got money. And still downloading and getting shit for free. So, it is what it is. That's my thoughts on this. Like, comment, subscribe.